Hey guys, welcome to MYC Uncensored. This is Joshita, and today I'll be discussing attracting good energy and social confidence that involves a combination of self awareness, mindset shifts, etc. Let's embark on a successful journey. Now, whether it's attending social events, engaging in conversations, or presenting ideas at work, having a strong sense of confidence and energy matters a lot, which can greatly enhance your relationships and overall well being. A quote that I stumbled upon was be the energy that you want to attract. I find that so true. You must place a realistic goal or be determined of what you want to be first so that you get the clue on what you need to work on and what you already have within yourself. I'll introduce some strategies to help you attract strong social confidence and energy. Buckle up because this is going to take a while. Number one, positive self talk. Cultivate a positive mindset by saying your strengths, accomplishments, and traits about yourself, in which that replaces self doubt and negative thoughts with affirmation and encouragement. I don't see this a lot in many people, to be honest with you guys, and I feel like it's such a waste of drive and motivation that you could have had to accomplish successful goals in life and to make yourself proud. Why say that you can't do this? Why tell someone that you're bad at it? Why belittle yourself? When you do that, you contradict your thoughts and your dreams. You have to believe that you can do it because these qualities and traits are the ones that set you apart from others right now. It can be anything. It could be that you're patient and determined, or that you do a hobby that is unique and makes you stand out from others, or that you don't get distracted as easily as your friends do. Remind yourself that you can do this every day to instill confidence within you so that you won't get disheartened and mostly distracted from your goal and to stay focused. Even if your goal doesn't work out the same as you wanted it to be, you have to learn from those mistakes that you might have made and to move on. And the past is the past. You can't do anything to change that. But a mistake isn't one until you learn how to fix it. It's a lesson learned well. Number two, set realistic goals. By setting these achievable goals for yourself, you start to acknowledge that you can do more than you realize you can. Doing challenges is even better. You learn your capabilities and learn where your weaknesses and strengths are, and also know what to do in those kind of situations if you ever approach them later on in life. You never know when they truly come to use, do you? Let's start with small steps, such as initiating a conversation with a coworker or making eye contact with strangers and to smile at them. Help strangers if they've dropped something. Anyway, I know that this is out of track, but it's related to this. I promise, I promise. Story time. This is a real experience, by the way. I remember I was in a shopping center and an elderly man dropped his pen. I heard it drop, so I quickly turned around and saw him walking away from it. I was like, oh my god, I guess he didn't hear it drop. So I quickly grabbed the pen and observed it to make sure whether it was his or not. Obviously it was, but it was a beautiful calligraphy pen. Well, it only took me a few seconds and I gently tapped on his shoulder and asked whether he dropped this or not. What I found really funny was that he squinted his eyes and looked through his glasses, bringing the pen closer to him so that he could see it properly and to recognize it. But, like, I have to admit though, do people walk around with pens in their pockets nowadays? I don't think so. Then he said, oh, this is my pen. Thank you, young lady. That was very kind of you. For, s- for some odd reason, it felt like I zoomed past the 19th century and came back to the present. I mean, young lady, I love that. That also proved my point about how people don't carry pens around with them and the fact that they don't call girls young lady anymore. I giggled and he thanked me again and walked away really slowly, but was waving back at me. It was a very long time ago, 7 years, I believe. Of course, I said, you're welcome as a young and married lady should. But this experience, I found this pretty funny for some odd reason. End of story time. But the main point here is that when I did that and received that compliment, it felt really good. I was somewhat proud of myself, and so was my dad since he was there as a witness, watching all of it. Also, what I found more interesting was that I still remember that experience to this day. So, helping strangers is a good quality to have, except be careful. Sometimes you might land yourself in a sticky situation. I think you know what I mean. Learn that in specific, comfortable, and safe situations and environments are when you're supposed to do it. Like in the shopping center, that is one way to gradually challenge yourself to expand your comfort zone and to feel better about yourself. There are so many other methods without random strangers in it, that's for sure. It depends on your interests and what you want to accomplish, so probably research those methods that you want to do specifically. Number three, practice active listening. Focus on being fully present and attentive when interacting with others. Now, anyone would love to be listened to and heard of, especially by remembering their name is a great way to start. When you get their name, make sure to use it in every sentence that mentions them. I know it's weird, but it's so that you won't forget. For example, hi, my name is Joshita. What about yours? Let's just say that her name is Jessica. I don't know. Then you ask her, oh, Jessica, what do you enjoy the most? Jessica, what are your hobbies? Etc. You practice active listening by maintaining eye contact with the person that you're talking to, remembering their names and using it often, nodding to their responses, smiling and making sure that you properly listen to them, and asking open ended questions to show genuine interest in the conversation that you're having with them. It will be exhausting, but trust me, it's a great way to make a first impression of the person that you're with. Number four, body language. Pay attention to your body language as it can convey nervousness and anxiousness or confidence and respect. By standing tall, making eye contact, and using strong and open like gestures can make you appear more approachable and engaged in the conversation, or to appear more confident and powerful in what you are doing. I'll provide a few examples of power poses. Even though it has no scientific evidence backing it up, I feel like it would be best if you try to open your comfort zone this way, using this as an opportunity. Number one, the victory pose. While it is mainly raising your arms into a V shape, it's a natural show of excitement. A TED talk that I watched recently is Your Body Language May Change Who You Are. It's from Amy Cuddy, I believe. I apologize for the mispronunciation if I did do it. That apparently, in a specific situation, let's just say that a blind man won an Olympics race, he would do the victory pose without even seeing it or knowing what it is. Like I said, it is a natural reaction, and the fact that this has been seen or happened before, I'm not too sure about whether it was in the Olympics or not. I do that a lot and act all smug to be honest. Let's skip to number two, the Wonder Woman pose. You've heard of this or seen it before. It's a superhero pose from Wonder Woman herself. The name is pretty self explanatory. Stand up straight, tilt your chin upward, and place your hands on your sides. That's basically it. Now, there's so many more power poses, but I've only managed to list down two. I personally use more dominant poses that are supposed to be for men. Don't ask me why I prefer them, but it does take up space alright, and it makes me feel like the powerful one. My friends do complain a lot about that, especially taking up space. I remember one of them said that it suited me. I don't know what in kind of context that she said it in, but let's just take that as a compliment for now. You can listen to the TED Talk that I mentioned above, which was Your Body Language May Change Who You Are. It can be accessed by the official TED Talk website. Make sure to do power poses for a minimum of 2 minutes. Even though there are no studies backing this up, I believe it's all in your head, and it's all about your mindset. If you think that you are becoming powerful, you naturally start to act like one too. And before you know it, you've already become one. I've heard another perspective of this, and it was when I was watching a video about how to change your mindset. I'm pretty sure you've heard of this at least once, about grow and fixed mindset at school. At first I didn't believe that all it needed was words of encouragement, determination and grit to achieve anything. But once I tried it out for myself, like I said before, I believe that it is all in your head. Your mind can be your best friend or your greatest enemy. And of course, you prefer to be your best friend. Number five, embrace vulnerability and seek support. Recognize that everyone experiences feelings of insecurity and vulnerability at times. It's not just you. At the same time, it's all in your head. Just look presentable and neat, enthusiastic and fun to be around with. That brings more personality into you and makes you appear beautiful in your own way. Seek and surround yourself with supportive friends, family members, or mentors who encourage and uplift you. Lean on them for encouragement and guidance as you work on building your social confidence and energy. Smile proudly, act silly, and have unique qualities that sets you apart from others. That's how you embrace your authentic self and be willing to share your thoughts, experiences, and emotions with trusted friends, family, or adults. Find that person and share this with them. Keep in mind that your best friend today can be your worst enemy tomorrow. But I'm serious though. I've gone through that a million times. God is testing me right now, and I'm so grateful for that. But seriously, these are way too many character developments. So make sure to be careful of whom you trust. Number six, expand your comfort zone. This is basically continuing off from all the steps above and placing it under the same category. In the end, you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And by doing that, you expose yourself to new social situations such as joining clubs, attending networking events, or taking up hobbies that allows you to meet new people and to build confidence in various settings. One great example of me is joining MYC Uncensored. I've always wanted to improve my social skills and improve speaking on the spot and finding those right words in the moment. This was an amazing experience and opportunity to do that. I was pretty bad at remembering names, and I'm not anymore. Well, I think so. Okay. The main point is that I got better, alright? We all need that positive mindset. This came as a shock to all of my current friends, especially the ones who've attended my primary school, that I was so different from who I was back then. I'm not kidding. I look back to my past self and I feel so much better and proud that I chose the right option at that time. I was a complete introvert. I was shy, unmotivated, and constantly belittled and made fun of. I never wanted to go out of that zone, my comfort zone. But when I graduated from primary, I was like, enough is enough. I will change myself for the better and make myself proud. This is not for anyone else. That's why I did, and here I am, a confident, outgoing person. That's why I decided to pick up this topic in the first place. From a completely different person to the person that I am now, whenever I look back at it and I feel grateful that I chose that for myself. Number seven, practice self care. This is so important. I see most of my friends sleeping at 12 to 2 a.m. in the morning on a school day, on top of that. Please don't do that. Your body needs this time to rest. You're constantly working your butt off, especially if you've set determined goals for your life. Take care of your physical and emotional well being by prioritizing self care activities. Get enough of sleep, 8 to 9 hours, eat a balanced diet, exercise regularly, and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Health is always my first priority. When I was writing this, I was sick and stayed at home for 3 days just to give my body a rest and somewhat like a reward, except catching up with the workload of homework and notes from class. Love yourself during this period. It's a difficult time because your body's fighting against germs. I know that I feel pathetic, but I trust myself and I know that's going to work out in the end. Number eight, visualization. Visualize yourself succeeding in social situations and radiating that confidence and energy that you desire. This does intertwine with body language because you're faking it till you make it. Imagine yourself engaging in these conversations effortlessly, making connections, and enjoying the company of others. In my opinion, it's good to do this for a short while, but not for so long that it becomes a daydream. It just gets into your head and it will go against your expectations once you're actually in that situation. Visualize yourself whenever you're feeling nervous or anxious, or just as a reminder for your goals so that it can lift up your mood, but not so much that you start to feel all smug and arrogant. Also, fake it till you make it is effective only at the start, not as much after you've done it. You need to bring it from within so that it feels genuine and honest to yourself and to others. Number nine, learn from experience. Reflect on past social interactions and identify areas for improvement. Learn from those experiences, even if it's both positive or negative, and use them as opportunities for growth and development. That way, next time you will emphasize on the ones that make you stand out or shine, hiding those weaknesses that you need to improve on, making you appear more sociable and confident. It doesn't mean that you have to stop working on your weaknesses. Someone will notice that and use that against you. Use that time to improve on your weaknesses instead. Now, please remember that building social confidence and energy is a gradual process that takes time and effort. Even though it doesn't produce results that you want at the start, be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. With practice and perseverance, you can cultivate that confidence and energy to thrive in social settings. I've been talking for a really long time right now, but I just want to add one more thing before I end this. I have a few podcasts that are worth listening to, especially if you want some of the steps in more detail. That includes How to Cultivate Self Discipline Part 1 and Part 2, How to Be More in the Present, and Personal Development Academics. Cultivating self discipline mainly focuses on how to get rid of distractions and to bring yourself to be focused. The title is pretty self explanatory for how to be more in the present. It shows you methods that you can use to become more attentive and to stick to the current moment. Finally, personal development, academics, talks about how to start building your study schedule and what you should do for exam time or periods, but it does talk about health and what you should do in more detail. Make sure to check them out. Anyway, thank you for listening to Attracting Good Energy plus Social Confidence. This is Joshita from MYC Uncensored. Peace out.